What's
are
up?
back.
Hey, what's happening?
If you are new here, my name is Salina and this is
Mando.
And we are pregnant through IVF.
Sure are.
With a baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
So we are super excited.
Oh, yeah.
We have used this channel to document our journey and to touch other people and other couples and other women, people's hearts, whoever, who are dealing with infertility, to give them hope. And it could happen for us after 10 years.
Oh yeah,
it can happen for others.
That's right.
So this week on this vlog, we have answers to your questions that you asked us on the last vlog.
Now, mind you, I have no idea what these questions are. You do.
Yeah, I do.
I have no idea. So here we go. Let's jump into it.
So here we go. Let's jump right into it.
Do you think you will pursue another child through IVF?
Okay, well, yeah, we have 2 embryos left. We have a boy and we have a girl.
On ice.
On ice, that we're paying $500 a year for.
That's their rent.
For storage fees. So yes, we are planning to go at it again. Our reproductive endocrinologist said that we are not allowed to move on with another transfer until baby girl is a year old.
Right, correct.
Just because of all the changes that happen in the body. So you better believe April 2021, we will be back on it. So.
That's right. Journey number 2.
Yes. How does Mando feel about his pending baby girl?
Oh my gosh, this is such a good question. I am uber excited. If you can't tell, super excited, man. I have a heart for little girls anyway. You know, I think it's great. I'm really excited to have a little baby girl coming. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know any other words to use to describe how I feel, but I'm really, really excited, man. It's gonna be cool. I can't wait for the baby naps and on daddy's chest and the drool and all that stuff that may sick out, gross people out. But I love it. Looking forward to a little princess.
Good, you're looking forward to
little princess around the house. I'm looking forward to it. What are the things you wish you knew about pregnancy before being pregnant?
Okay, let's see if I can hit this real quick.
All right.
I just assumed, wanting to have a child for so long, that as soon as we got pregnant, whenever that happened, it would just be wonderful and I'd be happy.
Blissful.
And, I wouldn't have a fear in the world and I would just be enjoying every second of it. Not that I haven't been enjoying every second of it for the most part, because I have.
Yeah, you have. Absolutely.
And this pregnancy has been very good. However, what I didn't expect was the fear that comes after you get that positive pregnancy test.
Oh, yeah. Remember
that, okay, well, let's, what about the next step? Are the beta numbers going to continue to rise? And then what about the next time when we see the baby on the ultrasound? And then the next step.
And then the heartbeat. And then the 20-week ultrasound, anatomy scan, and there's this. So yeah, we didn't anticipate all that.
No.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And even though I have no reason to believe that, just because I've had infertility or I have infertility, there's no reason to believe that I would have any issues with loss. Right. However, being a part of the infertility community, especially on Instagram, I see it a lot. And, you just, being a human, you have those thoughts like, oh, is this baby going to continue to grow and develop while other people's doesn't? Which is so heartbreaking to see and to watch. So that, I didn't expect that. So even more of a reason for me to pull on Jesus and just really lean into my faith because, I have been praying a whole lot. I will say another thing, and it is TMI. It is really TMI.
Okay.
But I wish somebody would have said it to me because it kind of goes with the whole, fear. I had no idea that when you're pregnant, you get a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Gas? I don't know what.
That is true.
I'm afraid. I'm kind of afraid to go there because
you get a lot of vaginal discharge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it kind of goes in the beginning, especially if you've never been pregnant, your uterus is growing. And what happens when your uterus grows? You get crampy. And so you feel extra wet down there. And it makes you feel like you're like something bad is about to happen.
What you looking at me for?
So anyway, I know that's TMI, but I wish somebody would have told me hey, that's just a part of pregnancy and it continues to build as you go throughout. And aligner is your best friend. And so you girls, I say that to you.
She ain't
sorry
saying it to me.
for any Sorry, Dad, if you're watching.
Oh my God!
But,
hey, well, that's awkward.
Hey, I have to be honest. This is what we do. We're honest,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we are.
Is there anything for you, or would you just agree with
no
the first
vaginal
part?
discharge here?
I mean, not that part.
Oh, okay. What surprises? Or
Yeah, about like
Yeah.
what you wish you knew about something that you wish you knew about before being pregnant.
Well, from the guy's perspective, yeah, you know, you hear all the stories about the up and down mood swings and different things like that.
Yeah.
But you know, I think what I was really surprised with is really watching up closely how beautiful the process is when you're up close on it. You know, I always knew, you know, because you obviously see women and your family and all that, but when you have a close relationship with someone and like we do, and being able to watch up close and personal and just her body changing, seeing, you know, baby movements and all the little things, the nuances and her body changing and this and that and hormones adjusting and hunger changing and all the different things that come with it. It's a pretty beautiful thing to see, because it is really a moving roller coaster. I mean, for the entire term. Mm-hmm. And when you're that up close and personal, you can see it day to day, moment to moment. You know, obviously not as close as you can because it's you, mm-hmm. but being as close as we are, it's really cool to see all the twists and turns and ups and downs and all the good stuff in between.
I think that's really sweet. How has your relationship with the Lord grown through this journey?
Oh, Lord. Oh.
I'm going to have you answer first and then I'll answer.
Well, I will tell you, it has brought us closer to Him, also closer to each other, and both of us going to Him together. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. You know, it's definitely increased our faith big time, but it's also taught us a lot about ourselves, about Him, about the Lord and His, not only His provision, but also His process. And there's so many lessons in the process that you can't skip. You know, in human nature, we want to get to the reward, we want to get to the goal, we want to get to the end, but we forget about the process that creates what we're looking for. And so through that process, I've learned a tremendous amount. I've learned to really understand that challenges do not mean no. Mm-hmm. Hardship doesn't mean no. But also, I think for us, we've literally learned what we're made of. I mean, without a test like we've experienced over the last 10 years, we would never know how much grit we truly possess. Our faith wouldn't be tested any other way like it has been if we hadn't gone through this process, man. So that's a whole nother video, probably a series of videos on just the things we've learned in the process and how it drawn us closer, but not just closer. That's the thing. And whoever asked that, thank you for asking that. It's not about just closer. It's understanding the what. It's understanding the process. It's understanding His nature. It's understanding not just the relationship, but what's going on within it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, why are you getting closer? Not just the fact that I'm closer. Mm-hmm. It's the why and what's happening. And it's been deep, man. It's been deep. There's been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of frustration. There's been some high fives. There's been fist bumps. There's been what the crap moments. There's been, I'm out, you know, I can't take it. And then there's, oh, I'm so in love with Him right now. So you feel psycho sometimes, but it's all good.
Yeah. So with that, how long have you been a believer for?
Oh, shoot. Since sixth grade.
Sixth grade.
Yeah, sixth grade.
For me, it was elementary. So I want to say like 8 years old. Okay, so how has my relationship with the Lord grown through this? Oh my gosh, I am a completely different person. He has set me free from so many different things while in the waiting, which I do believe had a lot of inner work had to happen inside of me before we could get to this point, before we could be blessed with a baby. And I'm not saying that's for everyone, but in our situation,
it was true for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was true for us.
I just needed to grow a lot, and we as a couple needed to grow too. So, you know, just to make it real short, I went through the years where I was angry and frustrated and depressed and why me and throwing the tantrum. And, you know, this guy right here has been so supportive from the very get-go. And there were times where I was so angry that I allowed that anger and resentment to build a wall between myself and my relationship with the Lord. Yep. which only caused more harm to me. And so I have girls who ask me all the time, how do you get to that? How do you get through that? There's so much pain that I'm dealing with. Why hasn't he blessed me? He knows I want a child. And you know, I don't have an answer for everyone. I just know what I've experienced. We weren't ready. The Lord knew that we were not ready. And even though I knew in my heart, I felt in my heart, I'm ready for the next step. You know, his it wasn't a no, it was a not yet.
It's a not now. You're not ready.
You're not ready yet. And so what I should have done was continue to press into the Lord and walk with him and just worship him because he's good, right? And just trust that it's going to happen at some point. But I allowed it to kind of just be poison to myself because I was angry and I was mad and I lived in darkness and I allowed myself to do things that I wouldn't have before. So I say that to say when other girls come to me, I'm like, look, I know that it's frustrating, but the Lord really wants the best for you. I promise.
So
and he wants you to be a parent. He wants you to be a mom. He wants to give you the desires of your heart. He also knows the whole plan.
Yeah.
He knows your whole timeline and he knows what you can't see. He sees what you can't see.
Right.
So, you know, it's like press into him. Don't allow the enemy to cause a wedge between your relationship with the Lord because that's what he wants to do. Yeah. So press in. I know it's hard and just thank the Lord for what's to come because it's going to come and just trust and believe and have faith, right? Because we walk by faith and not by sight. Okay. So, and just wait. And I know it's hard, but for me, it's like I've learned just to try to be present and get excited about the things you can get excited about in life during the wait.
You know, it's powerful because, you know, everything she said is true. For those who have been following her, you may think, really, you, Salina? I mean, oh yeah. That's 100 absolutely true, and I know that for us we had to get happy about serving others, and being there for others, and not with an agenda, but you know what, man, it wasn't working for us, but you know it's working for you, and we need to pray with you, we need to be with you, we need to support you, and that right there, serving through those things is what really started helping us when we start opening our eyes and say, you know what, this whole thing called life is not about us. It's not about us.
We think it is.
We think it is, but it's not. And when we realized that, we started extending our efforts and our hands and our prayers to other people and not allowing resentment to set in and jealousy and envy and all those ugly things. We say, well, you know what, man, we're going to pray for those people because guess what? Their journey is different than ours. And so whatever's happening with us, we don't know all the details. Exactly. But at some point, they didn't know all their details either. So they are where they are. We are where we are. That's right. And let's just keep moving forward. So
that's right. And just to add to that, you know, when I would see pregnant women, I would get upset and I would just it would just make me mad and angry and why her, not me kind of a thing, like a little kid.
Oh, you would walk down other grocery aisles. Like I've seen it. Like she would beeline, pregnant woman here, go, we're going down this aisle. I'm like, it was literally that deep.
When I made the decision, I was no longer gonna allow this anger and resentment to control me. Then I had to make the decision to, hey, when I see a pregnant woman, I pray for her. Yep. You know, Lord, bless her. Yep. And I pray that baby's healthy and she has a great birth. Yep. And, you know, and I would just say, and I believe it'll happen for me one day too. And so and the beginning wasn't easy. It's not easy in the beginning, right?
Yeah, we're not saying it's easy now. No, don't miss. As
you do it, it'll change your heart and the Lord will change your heart.
Absolutely. So. Now, are you working through this journey?
I am not. So I was a 3rd and 4th grade teacher. And I had the opportunity, I took some time off, or took a year off, and then I had the opportunity to go back. But it was last year during this time, and we decided that, you know, we were embarking on our IVF journey, and teaching can be very stressful on the body. Yep. And so this man said, you know what, I'd rather you not do it. We're spending thousands of dollars and I want to give us the best opportunity. Yeah. So I want you to just stay at home. And at the time I'm a CrossFit coach, so I was coaching as well. And so no, I am not. And I mean, huge kudos to you women who are working full time. I talk to him about this all the time. Yeah. I mean, I know a girl who's pregnant with twins who's teaching 2nd grade, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that is not easy.
No, not much respect.
So yes, much respect for you women, day in and day out, waking up when you're tired and you're achy. God bless you, because I know it's not easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
When will you announce baby girl's name?
That's a great question. When are we?
You don't know the answer.
I don't. I'll see. I'm just dancing.
Okay. Well, I wanted to announce it when she's born.
Oh, okay. We're going to announce it when the baby's born. That's what we're going to do. How did you remain positive after the last cycle going into this cycle?
So the person who asked this knows that the cycle that we had before this successful cycle was unsuccessful.
Right.
We had a first embryo transfer. It did not work out. And I just remember, you know what? We were distraught. We were upset. We were mourning and grieving for that one embryo we lost and we worked so hard for. However, I just remember us, if you look back on our YouTube videos, we were saying, you know, we're a fighter. We're going to get through this. Yeah. And for me, it was just trusting in the Lord. It was just trusting in him because I really felt I'm going to be a mother. I know I'm going to be a mother. Right. And, you know, in my head, I was like, we have 3 embryos left. I have no reason to fear. I'm not going to think about what if. We have 3 chances. So I'm just going to trust and walk through it and be positive. And I remember thinking, I'll worry when if we haven't gotten pregnant after the 3rd one. But you know what? I'm not going to worry until then. And that's just what helped me.
And even then, we wouldn't worry. So
exactly. And yeah, I was thinking of worst case scenario. I was thinking, well, what if we have to do IVF again? So
we do it again.
For me, I thought we've got a lot of chances. So I'm not going to think, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing. If we don't get pregnant now, we're never going to get pregnant. And I think as a human, we do that.
We get wrapped up in hypotheticals.
Yeah. And it's like, you know what? Let's not do that.
Right.
We have more than enough time to just kind of keep working.
Let's be present where we are and not freak out about the things we haven't even embarked upon yet.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's exactly right.
How can one be more supportive to his wife during a rough time after an unsuccessful cycle?
Okay, so partners, fellas, whatever. Here's the deal. Listen. Don't talk. Listen, be there, serve. Ask good questions like, what can I do for you today? What can I do to make your morning better? What can I do to make your evening better? Is there something I can take off your plate? Are you okay? How can I help? If it's not a question like that, zip it and just be. Because really, that's what your partner wants, is for you to be there. They're not really looking for a whole lot of yapping and a whole lot of advice and how to fix everything. That's that, because you can't fix it anyway. So just be there, zip it, and ask good questions as far as you know, taking the load off and how to help and how can I serve you.
That's good, babe.
I know. Salina, what do you eat in a day?
Okay, so the person who is asking this question really liked that I did a day in the life of in a couple videos ago, and I just kind of showed like I did a protein shake. Yeah. And you know, if you know me or if you've been following me, you know that I have had body image issues and I have been dieting for the majority of my life because of those body image issues. So you will never find me focusing my videos on what I eat and you need to eat this and you need to eat that. I mean, I have a Bachelor of Science with an emphasis of nutrition, so I know a lot of that stuff. However, that's just not something I want to do. So, you know, for me, I'll just kind of generalize it. You know, the whole goal during pregnancy is to provide the nutrients for the baby. Am I perfect at it?
No.
No, I'm not.
No.
However, I don't think, you know, you don't think you have to be perfect at it, right?
Well, what is perfect? I mean, that's really
eating fruits and vegetables and lean protein and whole grains and healthy fats 24/7 all the time, every day. And it's not realistic. So I have a juice. I do a protein shake. You know, yeah, pay attention to the label and it, you know, but a lot of them are going to say consult with your doctor if you're pregnant or you're breastfeeding, because it's just liability. They're just trying to cover themselves. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can't consume it. And I say that because she had that in her question. But for me, for that protein that I consume, it's a plant protein. It's not whey because I can't do lactose. It messes me up. Don't it, babe?
Show does.
So it has a bunch of plants, it's plants, fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Right. So, you know, look on the ingredients. And because she said, well, somebody said I couldn't have protein shake. I'm like, yeah, you can have protein shake.
You can.
I have learned that's one thing that I have definitely learned is that people are so opinionated when you're pregnant, and they will say you can't have this and you can't have this and you can't do this, and you know what, you do You do what you feel is safe.
Let's go talk to the ladies in the bush of Africa and see what they think.
It's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, let's go to all the other countries in the world.
But you know what? I also make pancakes when I want a pancake.
And it's so delicious.
Now, the ingredients are, good ingredients. I mean, it's also like brown rice and stuff like that. But
from scratch.
Not always, but
it has been.
But you know what? When I want some Chinese food, I'll have some Chinese
Panned
food.
it up. Come on.
Even though I can't have MSG, this pregnancy has let me know that I can't. I've grown sensitive to salt, which is interesting, which is not a bad thing because it kind of keeps me away from preeclampsia. But anyway, I say all that to say is try not to get so bent up about the rules and stressing about what you can and can't have. Prenatals, make sure you're consuming good prenatal vitamin and do your fruits and vegetables as much as you can. And allow yourself some space because you deserve it.
Right. That's right.
All right, that is it. That went really, really long, and I knew it would, but we love this, so we'll have to do this again. Thank you for all of you who wrote in and gave us your questions. We had a really good time with this.
Yeah.
Right?
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for your support and your love, and man, we'll give you an update. Next week, right?
Yeah, once a week.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
Oh.
What happened?
Real quick.
What do we do?
25 weeks.
Oh, shoot.
Here we go.
The beach ball.
Weeks.
The beach ball. Okay. 25 weeks today, right?
Yeah.
25
weeks today. So there we go. All right. Until next time, we'll see you then.
See ya.